disappeared, which it just became a one-sided attack. And we realized, well, this really isn't a fair and balanced forum at all if someone's going to go up and defend themselves just to have the posts removed, and then that's not being able to defend ourselves. It's absolutely ridiculous. So apparently this person who was moderating the actual scam.com forum that attacked us, knows these people very well. And if anybody knows who this person is, she's an Aniva distributor. Her name's April, it looks like. If anyone has knows who this person is, who Lady Maud was, we'd sure like to know who that person is, because we'd like to talk to them, and so would our attorneys.
Yeah, I relived, the night that the death threat was placed on scam.com, which mysteriously disappeared when they probably figured out that they had gone too far. I was in Mississippi. The Mississippi police came. They looked at it. They verified that it was a death threat. This is why, Tim, we began to really take this seriously, and why we brought it to the FBI, in which the forum mocked us for doing. They really mocked us, saying that we weren't serious about going to the FBI. Tim, you and I have actually sat in the FBI office in San Diego, going through evidence with an agent that will go unnamed, on this particular recording. We're very serious about this. We're very serious, I think, from a standpoint that I want to prevent this from happening from any other people that are trying to build a legitimate business. Personal stuff was put up on scam.com. Personal things leaked out. We believe that Tom Prendergast and his accomplices had contact with personal people, and really this was a massive attempt to destroy me and to destroy you, and not only to destroy our business, but to destroy our personal lives, to the place that we would lose our family. And this has affected my daughter and has caused her to cry a lot over some of the accusations that have been leveled against me. And, Tim, if this in any way can help others to not be able to be attacked on the internet like this, and I never thought I would ever question the First Amendment, but this has truly been an abuse. And especially since when our day in court, when we wanted to put the evidence up on scam.com, and most of it, Tim, didn't even last 24 hours up there. But they all went away, didn't they, Tim? Once the truth was up there, even for that short period of time, they became very, very cold feet with their accusations, because they realized that we could reach back and actually prove that they had been lying.
Yes, that's very true. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this next section. What I do want to establish here is that Tom Prendergast, there's actually a pattern with Tom Prendergast and him working up under multiple aliases to attack people out on the internet. Now, this is supposed to be a gentleman who's supposed to be an expert marketer on the internet and all that type of thing. And, we sat there and listened to him about having to stop the evildoers. Well, in my mind, Tom Prendergast is one of those evildoers, Kurt, because just to give you a little background, again, I've known Tom since 1999. We were joint venture partners. Now, most of the stuff on scam.com is of a civil matter, and we've spent a great deal of time using IP tracking, emails. Tom Prendergast actually went out to some of our partners and emailed them. They started this forum that was just outrageous, full of lies. In fact, Kurt, I want to talk about privacy on the internet, because they actually posted your social security number up on the internet. Did they not?
Yes, that social security number has been up for months, Tim, on the internet, where it is so prevalent for identity theft. And I don't know what the process is for replacing my social security number, but it is very, very, very disconcerting with the rise of identity theft that scam.com, whoever owns it, and wherever it's being hosted, we think it's hosted in the UK, allowed that to stay up there for months, not weeks, but months. And then, of course, as you're pointing out, hacking into DeskView, which is a technology, hacking into your server, Tim, stealing proprietary recordings, peculiarly some things getting off of my hard drive, because in the process, and I'm going to be very honest, I was forced to leave Mississippi. My girlfriend at that point basically was, I think, freaked out by the whole thing or whatever it was. She literally, cut me loose. And so I had to find my way back to San Diego to survive in our business. And I'm being very open and very honest. I don't know how things got off my hard drive that were there, that were recordings and so forth, that found their way up on scam.com. It's peculiar to me because I never meant anyone harm.
Yeah, and I want to talk a little bit about this page here, because here's the thing. The reality of it is here's Tom Prendergast saying that, that we ripped him off, basically starting a string, which is complete nonsense. The fact is that I provided free web conferencing service to him, and extremely large rooms at a fraction of what I charged regular customers, first of all, and then I ran a training program for him. 5 days a week with top-notch trainers, yeah, and he still, I believe, has an invoice out there for $28,000 that he hasn't paid yet, and we'll probably never see that money, but that's the reality of it. I mean, Tom doesn't pay his bills, and so I guess when he got that invoice, well, his response was to go out and try and destroy us on the internet. So just to give, I want to make that real clear, as well as this next part here I want to bring up and use the whiteboard. And I want to explain who these people are. Butch Hamilton, he is a trainer for Veritech, an alleged SEO expert, which is another discussion. But Butch actually was a conference room customer of mine for a short time, but I certainly never ripped him off, and he doesn't even know Kurt Steele at all. So for him to be out there participating, saying that Kurt and I ripped him off is just ludicrous. Cindy McAsey, right here, Cindy McAsey. Well, yeah, again, she was a customer of mine, and she's participated in this forum. Paulette Sherb of Canada actually was one of my trainers. For about a year, and she actually is the cause of this entire mess to begin with, because she broke non-disclosure and actually went to Tom Prendergast and told him that we were doing some things that just were not true. And Michael Brooks, again, he was a contest winner. We provided everything we promised, and then Tom Prendergast decided to put some nonsense in his ear, and he decided to participate on this. Now, just in all fairness to Michael Brooks, we know he was misled by Tom Prendergast, and we've called him on a number of occasions to give him the opportunity to do the right thing, but he chose to ignore it. Patricia Brucolli, as Kurt has already talked about, was a customer of his. She has accused me of ripping her off, which, I have never had any business with Patricia Brucolli at all. And when Kurt put up the documented evidence that he did fulfill the contract he had with her, well, she disappeared right off the forum, and then lo and behold, our evidence was all taken down off the forum. Now, there's many other people who are involved with this conspiracy to commit a crime against Kurt and myself, and we're in the process of identifying them again. And I just wanted to point out that, and again, to let whoever is listening to this know that